それでは続きをやっていきたいと思います。シグマセクター降下作戦、隔離された砂漠をクリアする。
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
いいな、バイク速いな。
Vulgus aircraft has appeared over the operation zone. Blast it out of the
登場したターゲットを倒す。
Location. Great work out there.
アルビオンでセネカと話す。
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical. I'm sorry that our meetings are always as the result of bad news, Descendant. But this matter is urgent, so I will cut to the chase. Since the destruction of the Ironheart, dimensional breaches have been occurring with increasing frequency in the Axiom planes. We had stopped investigating the Axiom planes because of the void storms, but due to the severity of the situation, we've changed our plans. We must proceed with the reoccupation operation.
"バルビーと共にアクシオン平野に侵入する」。
I was lost in thought.
偵察ミッションのためにバルビーとアク
Sorry, I didn't know you were there. I was lost in thought. You made it. You don't know this place, right? Neither do I. I'm tempted to explore every nook and cranny, but given the situation, I can't. Anyway, I've got information I need to tell you. So let's get to it. This is such a quiet and desolate place. It's a shame you have a mission to do. HQ must be in a hurry. Let's walk and talk. Since I'm temporarily in charge, I'll be briefing you on your mission. We've detected an increased amount of dimensional anomalies in this area recently. The phenomenon seems to be a temporary one, but we need to know if something like this could lead to a dimensional breach. The targets to be investigated are the Dimensional Energy Survey Points and the Colossus Guided Capture Zones, just to be sure. They do seem pretty far away, don't they? I guess that's why we've been issued with that new mobility equipment. What is it called again? Apparently, it was decommissioned after the development of RK teleportation. But I've been told there's nothing quite like it for physically traveling long distances. As Kyle said, riding this bad boy was like riding a wild horse across the plains. Ew. Anyway, it's a shame that such a useful piece of equipment was retired. It was probably because there's nowhere to use it, right? Other than Albion and Kingston, we've lost most of our territory. After the war is over, we should all take a trip to the seaside with this thing. I hear you can still find unpolluted water out beyond the Axian Plains. Oh, yeah. Operation instructions. Look, it's written in the manual here. I've tested it a few times, but I'm still more comfortable in my liquid RK state. I'll practice with it some more later. You go ahead.
LBR ボタンで登場できます。L ボタンで移動します。LBR で RT ボタンでブースト形状しより素早く移動できます。A ボタンでバイク登場時にジャンプできます。
Large clusters of breach creatures have been detected within the unstable dimension zone. Search and destroy.
殲滅どうしたの？あ、こうやって倒せんの？武器が保管されている銃器破壊する
Engage the assault ship. This is surprising, and not in a positive way, of course. It may be hard to believe, but the body tissue of the Vulgus you are currently engaged with contains colossi DNA. The situation is more critical than we thought. If the Vulgus have created a new species, we need to gather as much data as possible to develop effective countermeasures. Category. Designation is the region of breach. We are detecting mixed Vulgus and Colossi signals. The exact size of the force is difficult to determine. We advise all descendants to engage at their discretion. While I analyze the energy patterns, I need you to investigate a few other locations. Do you see those giant circular structures? They're called Colossus-guided capture zones. If a dimensional breach were to occur, these constructions would be the only remaining defense against any Colossi on the Axiom planes. I need you to go and survey these Colossus-guided capture zones.
No, meっちゃいますよ。
need to get out of there quickly. A void storm is rapidly approaching. Valby, do you copy? Fall back, both of you.
Warning. Large-scale dimensional breach. Please evacuate to an area out of range of the siren. Or vacate the Colossus Sky capture. All descendants in the vicinity, please respond to ground.
Descendant, do you read me? A powerful void storm is approaching the Axian plains. Energy readings are approaching Sigma level. Evacuate to safety before it's too late. Descendant, this looks like a dimensional breach in progress. I repeat, dimensional breach. Colossus inbound.
Nell, what's happening?
A dimensional breach has opened directly onto the Axian plane. All investigative personnel have withdrawn.
アルビオンでアルファと話す。いやー、急に出てきてびっくりした。
The success of this operation will lead
前
us to
線の再
victory.
編。
Received your report, Descendant. Well done. Unfortunately, despite your efforts, we have a serious security situation in Ingress. Corell's use of the Ironheart has upset the dimensional balance. Axion, where the balance between dimensions was already unstable, is being breached. We need to secure the Axion planes to keep Colossi from pouring in. Once the Void Storm subsides, we'll begin an operation to recapture the Axion planes. Until then, I need you for other high-priority missions. I know. I'm reluctant to surrender the area too. The Colossi that have appeared in the Axion plane seem to have evaded our radar. We haven't detected the distinctive wavelengths they emit when they die. I can't imagine that a Colossus that had made it as far as Ingress would have willingly turned back. There must be another reason. We'll find out when we retake the Axion planes. I'm sure we'll have another opportunity.
Seeing Albion in an uproar again means we must have had another huge guest. I have some information about our latest guest. Stop by when you have a moment.
アナリスと話す。
Magisters are probably humanity's
テ
real
ストド
home.
ライブ。
I heard that the arrival location of this Colossus was different than the previous time. It appeared in a place where the intercept network is useless. Well, that must be the Axion planes. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade the Void radar at the moment. But I can help you take on the Colossus. According to the data, your mobility equipment was actually a risk factor in this operation. You could have been caught by one of the Colossi. The power output is a critical issue. But for decommissioned equipment, it didn't perform too badly. So I suppose we shouldn't complain. And you are still going to have to use this equipment on the battlefield, aren't you? In that case, I have something for you. I was considering improving the performance of your mobility equipment. Try this prototype part first. We'll see how it performs in the field, and then if it can be improved.
アルビオンでセネカと話す。しばし立ち止まり。
I'm glad you're safe, Descendant. The dimensional breach in the Axion planes has been stabilized. It seems the Vulgus wanted to avoid a Colossi invasion as well. Of course, this means Albion HQ halted the operation to reoccupy the Axion planes. A neutral zone has been established for both sides. If the fighting continues, another dimensional breach will open in the Axion planes. You seem unhappy with HQ's decision, Descendant. Balby seems to share your views. I've heard her say many times that water that leaks in can also leak out. But the void can't be thought of as water that can be bailed out. It's more like the abyss. The more we try to empty it, the more the monsters in there become interested in us. I hope you'll trust HQ's decision on this occasion.
じゃあ今回はこの霧のいいところで終了したいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。